Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Splatoon 2. Last time, we continued exploring World 4 and we got ourselves 2 new weapons to use. In this episode, we're going to be jumping into our final level here before the boss, the Octolings Ahoy, Moray Twilight. So, as the little subtitle of this level says, we're actually going to another multiplayer map, Moray Towers. This map is a returning one actually from Splatoon 1, and I'm not really the biggest fan of this map if you want to be honest. This map is really good for snipers, and because of it, there's a lot of auto snipers here, so you have to be very careful with those things. The reason why I'm not really that big of a fan of this map in particular is just how big it is. In certain modes, this map is just kind of a pain to play on. Like Splat Zones, for example, on this map, that's just not the fun mode to play on this map. It's just a miserable time, to be honest. You have to constantly go back to the center of the map if you die, and that's not an easy thing to do when the map is this big. So that's why I'm not as big of a fan, it's just the size. Some modes it works. I think this map works for things like Tower Control and Rainmaker. That's a pretty fun set of modes to play on this map. And Turf War is okay for Moray Towers. It is kind of annoying though when you're trying to do stuff on this map and just keep on running into the constant snipers. So that's my only issue. Although this map is very interesting because it not just returned from Splatoon 1 into this game, but this is also the stage they chose to add into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Inkling representation. So this is very interesting because now Moray Towers is in 3 different games, and no one would have thought that when the map was first released in Splatoon 1. Japan loves this map though. Like, this is one of their fan favorites from Splatoon 1, hence why it's back in Splatoon 2. So I can understand the love for it in terms of the Japanese side of things. I've seen a lot of people say they really enjoy it, but I don't know, a lot of the people I talk to personally, not the biggest fan of this map, to be honest. Right there, I got really unlucky because I was trying to jump and I got nudged off the edge there just because of one little shot. So I don't know if that pack of 10x is really worth it now. So I'm going to see if I can get him again, but if I can't, then it's not a big deal. I'm just going to move on. Here, I'm just going to constantly jump, though. I'm about ready to die. I'm just going to get my jump here a little bit. Let me just hide behind this box. Just give me a second. There you go. Okay. Now I'm going to take this ink rail and get over here instead. I'm not even going to take a chance with these guys. I'm just going to jump down and take out the first auto sniper. And somehow miss? Okay. Didn't think that was going to happen. The biggest problem when you're on these rails is the momentum you carry. And because of it, I was not holding forward. I was holding straight left. But I still had too much momentum. And I fell to my death. So that wasn't a good thing. Now I have to be very careful since I only have one more life. So I got to get some Zapfish here soon if I want more lives. Let me just take care of this Octarian. Come on. There you go. Luckily, it wasn't in that bad of a spot. Grab this Zapfish. And I'm going to leave that one in the center for a moment. Gonna go over here real fast. Grab this box. And make my way back up. Got this Octarian here, but it's not too big of a deal. Let me take the ink rail again. And let me see if I can get a good bomb shot here. There we go. And I also made the landing too, so that made things even better. Alright, so I'm going to grab this fish. And now I'm going to throw the bomb down below. And grab this fish. And there. Now that's all the bottom section taken care of. Now I just got to climb upwards. So let me just go ahead and make my way up at this point. Let's go around this side in particular. And you know what? Why not? Let's go ahead and use a curling bomb. Now right here, they put a cannon in this section. This is supposed to help you take out those snipers, but in general, I don't really find as much of a use for the cannon, simply because you got to get behind the snipers to use it against the snipers. It's not the best placement, if you want to be honest. It's helpful for doing stuff like this while I'm clearing out large sections, and it can also help maybe kill this Octarian over here. That's if I get a good shot in. Fortunately, I couldn't really hit this Octarian from far away, so I'll just have to run up, get close and personal. Now I'm going to jump down this grate, and down below is my Sunken Scroll level. And it's actually pretty well hidden. That's why Marie's saying, oh, I can't believe you actually found that. Because it's pretty far out of your way, and it's meant to be one of the ones that's going to be harder for you to find on the first playthrough. It did take me a bit when I first played to find that one, just because of how well it's hidden. Alright, so I got one more Zapfish to collect, and I'll have the full set, making a whole Zapfish. And right here, they do put an ink rail if you want to go back to the other side of the map quickly, which is a nice ink rail to take if you miss some Zapfish near the beginning. I'm not going to be taking it because the only one that's left is right here. But before we grab that Zapfish, We go ahead and throw a curling bomb up here, make my way up to the enemy spawn point. So here they give me a special, which I'm not going to be using this special. I don't really find a use for it at this point. I mean, pretty much all the enemies are dead, so how am I going to use the stingray? There's nothing to use the stingray on. We get some extra eggs by jumping down below, and at this point, everything's done. So all I gotta do is break open the shield to get my final piece of the Zapfish, and we're done with the level. I swear, pretty much all these multiplayer maps, they always want to hide the Sardinian in one of the worst places. Right there is very dangerous because of just, you gotta get so close up to the enemies, and if you're not careful, they will shoot you when you're trying to reveal the crate that has the Sardinian in it. So definitely play it defensively when you get to that point. Pandemonium ensued when pop star Callie was spotted at the airport by fans after wrapping up filming for her upcoming TV drama in New Sardine. She smiled through it all, but it's clear to this reporter that the pressure of fame is getting to her. Yeah, you can really see just how stressed she looks in that picture. She looks like, I don't want to be here. Please stop taking pictures. Just don't be that person. If you gotta see a celebrity, just don't bombard them with cameras. They want some privacy too, and they can't get it if people just keep on showing up for cameras and saying, here, I'm just gonna shove this in your face and just look pretty for the camera. That's just rude in my opinion. The paparazzi are the worst, really. Like, there are some that are good, but a lot of the paparazzi you see out there just want a shot. Just so they can have their 1 second of fame. It's disgusting. But now it's time for the boss of World 4, the Sanitizarium, the Octo Shower. This boss is probably one of the harder bosses in terms of the single player here. You'll see why it's hard, but honestly, the biggest thing about this is really just trying to get a good shot in. Since we're using the hero charger, you can already tell why this boss can be kind of difficult. This is going to be a long range battle. So jumping on in, let me go ahead and throw my curler bomb to get some extra ink. And here in particular is going to help just because of how slow the splat charger is. Like that little ducky there in the ink. It's a nice little touch. But reviewing from the ink, we got 3 little Octarians coming up, but that's not the boss. Those things, that's what's carrying the boss. Welcome to our boss fight of World 4. The Cleanser of Inklings, Octo Shower. Time to get nice and clean. And let's try to avoid getting clean because this version of it isn't pleasant. So, what we need to do in this boss fight is we need to get to a good vantage point, and we need to kill these 3 Altarians that are holding the shower afloat. It's kind of hard to aim to this thing, in all honesty, because of how much they move around. And this is only phase 1. They'll get more aggressive later on in terms of moving. Once there's only 1 left, it does kind of struggle, as you can see, to carry this enemy, so that's at least a helpful thing, but at this point, they bring out the big guns. This thing does have a sniper on it as well, so you have to be very careful of it. And at this point, I don't think the shower is moving our way, so we gotta move towards it. I was expecting actually a different attack there, but that was not the attack I was thinking of. Come on, I can't get a good shot in because this thing keeps on nudging as soon as I move. But I finally got it down, so let's go ahead and shoot the tentacle. Luckily, 1 good charge shot will take the tentacle down. 1 hit. But that was phase 1. Now it's time for phase 2. Now we have 4 of the octopuses flying around, so more enemies to shoot this time around. That's a little bit more annoying, but as per usual, those bosses are going to get more aggressive now in this phase. For starters, it's bringing out a Gatling gun, so that's something we don't want to get hit by. So we did 1 thing of damage, and now this boss is getting mad. As you can see, it's charging towards us with a shower. You gotta do your best to avoid that shower, because if you get hit by that at all, it's gonna knock away your armor, and you'll be down to your 1-hit mode, so avoid that thing at all costs. Now it wants to give me another shower. I don't want that, because that's not my version of clean. If you can clean me with green ink, that's fine, but not that purple stuff. That's not cleanly. Let's go ahead and do our second hit to the boss here, take out this tentacle. And with that, time to move on to phase 3. Just like the other phase, we do have more enemies to shoot down. But this time around, we got 4 of the Octarians now with those jetpacks on their heads. So it's going to be a lot harder to hit these things because now they're going to actively dodge. Before they were already dodging, but this time around, they're going to really dodge. And at this point, this boss brings out a special weapon. It's got a stingray, and this thing really hurts. And since it penetrates through walls as well, it's not the easiest thing in the world to dodge. It still does have the shower attack, so you do have to avoid that. And same deal as before, wait for the boss getting ready to charge, then move out of the way. Just be paying attention. This boss also still uses the Gatling gun, so just avoid the shower's gun. And at this point, we just have to do one more shot, and this is it. Boss is down. Can you keep your rubber ducky? I like that ducky. It looks nice. All I wanted to do was give us a shower. It was just trying to make us clean. But we don't want to be clean. We still want to be covered in our own ink. So, yeah, you gotta go. Yeah, that was the boss. As you can see, its explosion is pretty small compared to all the others. Every other boss we fought, the explosion would cover the entire arena. This one's just a small little puddle in the center. So, yeah, that explosion, definitely not as strong. Run! Leave now and never look back. Are you holding the phone upside down? Ugh, I totally was. Callie? Nope, this is definitely not Callie. So just leave. It's dangerous here. And it's not safe at all. Don't those mean the same thing? Whatever, just get out of here. I'm not calling again. Wait, don't go. Callie! Callie! I can't believe it. Could Callie really be working with the Altarians? Agent 4, I need your help now more than ever. You're not much of a talker, are you? Well, you're still here, so I'm gonna keep telling you to do stuff. Let's go! Well, that's a shocker. That person who kept on calling us in between worlds was actually Callie all along. So, now that we know that Callie's somewhere here in Octo Valley, we need to find her and see what's going on. But now with the boss done, let's go ahead and take our warp out of here. Which is actually right down there, so I could jump on this ramp, which would push me over near the platform. Well, let me see. Can I make this as a jump? Yeah, there you go. Nice old swag jump. Gotta show off after all. So now it's time to move on to our final hub here, the Cephalon HQ. I'm just gonna be blunt here. I hate this hub world with a burning passion. This hub world's interesting because there's a lot of stuff you can interact with here, but holy crap is it big! Look at the size of this place. There is just so much here, and there's a lot of waiting around because of it. This area is gonna take you a while in your first playthrough to explore. Don't be surprised if you get lost here. So, with this taking so long, I'm actually going to go ahead and end the episode here. And next time we start, we're just going to pretty much explore all this in one go. It's going to take a while, but it's definitely going to be worth it. Next time on Let's Play Splatoon 2, we'll start exploring our final world in the game here, World 5. I'll see you guys next time.